done did all that solid for y'all. Y'all thanking us, Carolina Panthers, for giving y'all the lead. Y'all had to go against the
clown behavior.
2-10. 2-10. And y'all went up there and got beat by Tyler Shuck, Chris Olave, and the Pips. I'm telling you, the whole division gonna end up 8-9, and it's gonna be frustrating. The whole division gonna end up 8-9. It's gonna happen.
That was the reason I was like, I don't know how. I feel like we could all end up with the same amount of games won. Now, I've tried to be very fair with the quarterbacks post Michael Penix, because I think they've all basically been the same person to varying degrees. And I keep telling Reggie about Tyler Shook, and he's not terrible. He is not terrible.
That is not a compliment.
Y'all was beating that man down about them passes he was making. And there was some bad passes. But I also know 7-on-7 passes don't have nothing to do with football. And the kid has been all right. I think the kid's all right. I don't think he's a world beater.
That's y'all fault. That's y'all fault.
Okay, so let me tell you who the Panthers are. The Panthers are the team that plays to whatever level of their competition. So if you are the Rams, we're going to play like the Rams. If you are the Saints, then we're going to play like the Aints. And that is not promising. That's a coaching thing. That means your team's only getting up for big games. But I think that team is like, they're like the mini Falcons. You got Bryce. You got a running game.
Bryce has not played well enough for him to solidify his spot.
Okay, I mean, he's played as good as Michael Penix has played, I think. Might be better.
Yeah, he's in what, year 3? Year 4?
No, year 3. Yeah, he's in year 3.
You would assume that his offensive coordinator / head coach is much better than Zach Robinson.
No, I wouldn't. He's coaching Carolina.
Shit. He was offensive coordinator for Baker.
Y'all, I think Baker is just good.
Okay. I don't think Bryce has solidified his spot.
Oh, here. I think that if like where they are, they're competing for the NFC South. I did not think there was a chance in hell that the Carolina Panthers will be competing.
He averaged 6.8 yards a pass.
Okay, fire him. I bet you the Cardinals will take him.
And I bet you they would take Kyler. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a swap there. Now, for whatever reason, I don't understand how Ted McMillan only got 2 catches.
I think
Jalen Coker got. I mean, I didn't watch this game. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There was no way in hell I was watching this game. But the Saints defense must have been going crazy.
I think that if you double Ted, then Xavier Leggett, they never showed up nowhere.
Except for the Falcons.
Or when they grilling raccoons. That's it. You tell him that it's some raccoons on the grill, he gonna show up. You tell him it's a football game on Sunday, I got other things to do. Where my four-wheeler?
Dowdell, like what is really missing is they paid Chuba Hubbard that money, and he has just fallen off a cliff. Rico Dowdell essentially took his role.
Correct. I think the Panthers have hope, and as long as they have draft picks, they should be able. They're going to be able to. I mean, because the other part is the Bucs are getting older.
I think the Panthers are in the fell clutch. Personally, I don't think they'll ever. If they don't do it this year, they ain't never going to be better than 2 or 3.
I think that they would be happy to be consistently 2 or 3. I think that boy, do you know our record?
Yes, I'm not happy with it.
Right, but I think the expectation was way higher for us.
The expectation was division. We're supposed to win the division. Correct. I would never be happy coming in second and almost winning the division.
Correct.
This division. So you saying the Panthers being happy being 2 or 3 is loser talk.
I disagree there. I disagree. I think that the Panthers should be thrilled to be second. It means they were
in
better
the
than
division.
two. Yes.
And I agree that I still If you playing for second or third, and the other person, the first team, ain't head and shoulders above you, you loser. You're a loser.
Okay. I think the best thing the team can do is normalize having winning seasons first. I think that until you get players used to winning, then all the rest of that is not. So yeah,
the winner of this division is probably going to be 8-9. That's a losing season.
That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. But I mean, we are literally the Spider-Man meme. Everybody is. The Bucs is the issue, is because at least you can say the Falcons are young and struggling. The Bucs are old and struggling. And I saw us roll. I saw Vita Vea get rolled a couple times like a goddamn yoga ball too, boy. They hit them over. It ain't looking the same no more, brother. Speaking of teams, congratulations to the Ravens.
Hey, you lost this bet, didn't you?
Did we bet on this?
You bet old boy Russ. He took the Ravens, you took the Bengals.
I gotta go back and watch it, but I'm not sure. But the Ravens monkey stomped them. I think this is 31-0
to nothing. And I started Joe Burrow for the first time this year. Got me right on out them playoffs.
This doesn't tell me anything. The Ravens beat a terrible defense, and
link to George Pickens though.
Yeah, I told y'all they're linked to George Pickens, they will end up with Cooper Kupp.
Oh no, you took the Ravens. He took the Bengals. Damn, Russ, what were you thinking?
Oh, you went back and looked at
yeah.
I mean, I knew that. Well, the other part was I knew the Bengals were basically toast, and the Ravens, this was must win. You can't lose to this team. So that was my thought process.
Again.
You got it. Yeah, you got it. You got to. Yeah, you can't lose this one. This game specifically. If you lose this one, all hell breaks loose over there. And now, as much as I would like to see all hell break loose because of their mismanagement of assets, I just didn't think that this would be the weekend to happen. What else?
Go back. Too fast. True or false? Joe Burrow is a Cincinnati Bengal next year, as he has thrown out the word retirement now for the second time. Eventually, you get tired of working for a terrible employer.
He's there for next year, whether he thinks so or not. They're not trading him. And they're also not. You think they're gonna send you somewhere where you can go be a world beater? You are delusional. I mean, we're on one of as much as I like Penix, I like Joe Burrow more.
Yeah, Burrow, hey, come win a championship and get out. It don't matter.
Yeah,
Penix ain't playing next year.
Hey, bro, if you get us a championship, you can get right the hell out. The next season, we will carry you on to your. Hey, you be Andrew Luck, brother. Andrew Good Luck,
right? We'll love you, and we'll talk about it. But it'll be a whole lot of owls in the building.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I am the biggest Matt Ryan fan, and sometimes I feel like I'm the only Matt Ryan fan. But a championship changes things,
especially for the Falcons.
it changes everything. You are the king of the castle. There ain't nothing that you don't deserve, own, all of the above. It's all yours.
AFC North, Dolphins, Steelers smacked the Dolphins 28-15. It should have been. It was really worse than that. They scored at the end to make it 28-15.
Please fire multiracial McDaniel.
So here's my thing. I said, and I'm going to ask you this. I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to tell you my thought process before we move on. My thought process, we fire Raheem. We need to keep Ulbrich, but we need to hire somebody that has rapport with Ulbrich in terms of keeping the defense the same or similar, so he doesn't have to change the scheme. I don't want to Ryan Nielsen this thing. So if we keep Ulbrich, what do you think about hiring Robert Saleh and multiracial. Salah being the head coach, Ulbrich being the defensive coordinator, Multi being the offensive coordinator. I feel like that's actually pretty feasible.
I think you got it backwards, but I like that combination.
No, they're not making it. Multi has disciplinary problems.
No, hell no. Let me be very clear. I was not suggesting him ever be a head coach again.
I said Salah be the head coach, Multi be the offensive coordinator. Oh, you said Ulbrich be the head coach.
I think that you promote Ulbrich up. I like a guy who
you're not gonna get Salah there. He's not gonna take a lateral.
I think that he should take the lateral because that gives you an opportunity to prove to bump yourself. 49ers, Shanahan's gonna get the lion's share of the credit, no matter what happens. It's just how life is. You go to Atlanta and they have success, and you're a part of that, then you get thrown back into, well, if he can do it in Atlanta, he can do it anywhere.
I mean, 48 sacks. They're gonna say that's Jeff Ulbricht's defense.
Atlanta ain't been good for. We not one of them places where it's like, oh, well, you just went over there and rolled coattails. Nah. Every year we reproving ourselves. Let's be real here. Nobody taking any of this for granted.
The only way that your scenario works is if Ulbrich gets offered to be a head coach somewhere else. Then you would make him a head coach here. But if he doesn't get a head coach offered somewhere else, I would keep him as defensive coordinator. I think
my thing is, if I'm Jeff Ulbrich, how the hell your offense? I mean, your pass rush was terrible. I fixed that. You gonna bring in another guy who's a defensive coach to coach the team?
Yes.
I don't know his demeanor. I don't know his aspirations. I will take offense to that.
I mean, that's right. It's just a thought.
But I like the combination of those guys because I feel like that those guys all can do their.
They were all except for Salah. They were all
specialists. Yeah. They're all like very capable. Some of the best at their coaching position.
Who's going to win the AFC North? The Steelers just beat the Dolphins. Ravens destroyed the Bengals. The Browns are inconsequential.
The Ravens have to win it.
Why? They're losing now.
Because if they don't win it,
I feel like they got a built-in excuse. They started out 1-6 because Lamar was hurt.
If they don't win it, burn it down. Burn it down. Somebody has to go.
Burn? There's nobody to burn.
That's the reason that you got to burn it down. Because if
you're saying trade Lamar,
Harbaugh,
okay, and then you still got a team.
I think you go. I mean, that's another place where multiracial McDaniel, I think, would do them a world of good.
With what personnel?
Oh, when you leave you're leaving hard-nosed football behind. I'm asking them to take a step into the right direction. That's been the biggest issue to me from the beginning is they run the wrong fucking offense.
So you saying get rid of Todd Monken too? You come right back to Georgia too, bro. Come on. I
don't think that they run an offense. That's always been my issue. It's not an offense that's conducive to being successful long term. Derrick Henry, hey, I hate to say it, but that's got to go. I'd be interested in that. And it's cheaper. Way cheaper. All of that makes way more sense to me. I think that they've been doing the wrong thing for a long time and thinking that because Lamar keeps winning MVPs, that's the right thing to do. And it's not getting them any closer. And this year, you don't have Mahomes, you don't got Burrows, and you ain't even in the conversation. If you don't get it this year, I'm telling you, Andy Reid and the Chiefs going to get back at it.
Oh, all right. We could talk about the Chiefs in a minute. Nah.
Get on right here. Boom.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is where I was going with the rest of the NFC North. I'm sorry, AFC North. The Bears smacked the Browns, which is not surprising. The Bears again. Is it Ryan Poles?
Yes, they paid him ahead of time, and he didn't.
And he said, "Hey, I'm going to get Ben Johnson." And now I will say I don't know if he's really hit it out of the park with the free agents. I think Grady Jarrett was a miss. They got Montez Sweat, who's been consistent, and then of course the DB. But I mean, it don't matter if you get the right coaching staff. So
Right.
And 31-3 was just an absolute
ass whooping. And this is the reason I did not want Shedeur to play. Is you're going to, and that's the thing for me that never made sense. Is first it was like, oh, they don't want him to play. Then you have people saying, oh, well, they set him up that if he plays these last games, then he's going to look bad. Well, in that, there's not really an answer that works. The second part is when he plays against teams that are reasonable teams, it don't look good. Beating the Raiders, and who else did they beat that was just terrible?
Who? The Bears or
the
Browns?
The Browns. No. Losing to the Titans and beating the Raiders. Well, that's always been my thing is I don't have enough information to know if the kid is serviceable or not, but I think that Dylan Gabriel is going to he might do it differently, but I think you're going to get the same results. I think in the two games where you play the Raiders and you play the Colts, I mean, not the Colts. I think he played pretty good against the Titans. I'm not sure if Dylan Gabriel could have done that. But what you got against the Raiders, what you got against the 49ers, and what you got against the Bears, I think it's the same thing you get from Dylan Gabriel.
I don't think Dylan Gabriel could have made that pass to Jerry Jeudy. One, and Jerry Jeudy just is absolutely selling right now. He's losing money by the.
I think that Jerry Jeudy got sold first. You might say he's selling now, but he got sold. Because you want to know what when he wasn't selling? When he had Jameis. He's a world beater then. That was always my answer. You putting these quarterbacks in who are not going to keep receivers happy, even if you're losing, it's way easier to take a loss if you had a good game. I know that ain't what the teams want to hear. I know that ain't what the fans want to hear. But these wide receivers specifically understand that the shit that matters and how I get paid is on my production. And if you give me a guy where I can't produce, then I am not going to be able to get the money that I think I deserve when it's time to ask for it again. And I think that's exactly what happened to Jerry Jeudy. But one thing that I'm cool with is drop his value. I love to have you in Atlanta, Jerry Jeudy, because I think I don't think you're a world beater, but I think you can be a top tier 2. Great 2.
I mean, yes, he is a number 2. He's definitely out of his position at number 1. I don't think Dylan Gabriel could make some of the throws that Shedeur is making. Shedeur, I think, has done a really good job of eliminating one of the biggest problems biggest deficiencies in his evaluation was the fact that he dropped back 27 yards. Like, you don't really see that right now. And he seems to have gotten better because of that. Now he's actually going through his progressions. He's making his reads. He's making the good throws.
But the other part is he's still throwing interceptions. I know one of those is Jerry Jeudy's. That's his. He put it on his shoulder in the end zone. You catch that. He put it on the 3. That was a great throw. But you threw 2 more picks.
Fair. I mean, fair. I'm not going to argue that he threw 2 more picks. But at the same time, we give a lot of other quarterbacks what's the word?
Grace
because of their young,
like who?
or because their lack of preparation in terms of being able to get in there or whatever.
Who else would you think is afforded that much grace?
Cam Ward.
Oh yeah, I mean
Any rookie quarterback, any rookie quarterback that's a starter.
I think that Cam. I don't like to put Cam in any other situation because his team is so much more terrible than everybody else's team.
Their offense is just as bad as Cleveland's offense.
I 100% disagree. I think that Quinshon Judkins, Harold Fannin, David Njoku, and Jerry Jeudy, they're better than everything on Tennessee. Hands down, not even close. And these are guys like Njoku's just good. I think that Jerry Jeudy is a good 2, which makes you a pretty decent receiver. Quinshon Judkins, top 10. What that top 10?
2.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, who the fuck is catching passes in Tennessee?
I think Tony Pollard is as good a running back as Quinshon Judkins or better.
Sure, I'll give you that. Who's catching passes in Tennessee?
Your man, your Florida dude.
DK is doing everything. He is just punt return, kick return, running back. Why? But he's not a guy who you can say, all right, I can just put you out there and play a position. He is literally multi-purpose statting it to death. That's
sure.
Okay, so this is the thing.
I don't think Jerry Jeudy is 10 times better than any. Jerry Jeudy ain't the greatest receiver.
Who is the wide receiver 1 or 2 for the Titans at this point?
I know Eric Elaminar is the 2. I don't know who the 1 is. I don't know who the 1 is.
Right,
but that doesn't change anything.
I think Jerry Jeudy smokes both of those guys.
Jerry Jeudy ain't the savior of the Cleveland Browns. He ain't. What? I think you're giving Jerry Jeudy too much.
So you think Jameis propped him up?
Argument, huh?
You think Jameis propped him up?
Yeah.
Or he got lucky?
Both. 2 things can be true. Jerry Jeudy, how did he end up in Cleveland? Because he wasn't good.
He was with the Broncos before?
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Who did they have at quarterback then? Nobody.
Russell.
Oh, well, you know what that was. Coach hated him. That was never going to work.
Yeah, but no. See what I mean? You giving Jerry Jeudy a whole lot of grace for being mid.
Okay, I think that we have different valuations, Jerry Jeudy.
Once again, obviously we do.
I would love to have. Hey, Jerry, you want to get to Atlanta? Love to have you here.
Yeah, I mean, as a number 2.
I mean, Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, as
first
a 2 or 3,
season, 865 yards. Second season, 500 yards is not nearly enough. Third season, 972 yards. Fourth season, 758 yards. And then last season, 1,229 yards.
So, yes, Jameis propped him up. Yes.
I mean, Jameis just threw him the ball a reasonable amount of times. I think, honestly, if you kind of the receiver, shit.
Jerry Jeudy.
The cat, I will tell you what it looks like the answers kind of extrapolate out to is he's just not getting enough targets. Because when you give him a decent amount of targets, I mean, his reception average is 16.5 yards per catch.
Mm-hmm.
But you only got 40 receptions. I don't think you had to have a lot of drops. But either way,
he does.
But he ain't got that many drops. You ain't got 50 drops.
No, not 50 drops. No. But I don't think Jerry Jeudy is a number 1. I think he's a decent number 2. And I feel like you're giving Jerry Jeudy a lot of grace. Because if you were to read those stats for somebody that you didn't like, you would shit on him.
Okay, so what about Harold Fannin?
I know you would shit on him.
Harold Fannin
is a rookie. He was good with Shador. He didn't have a touchdown catch with. He's on my fantasy league. That's how I know. He didn't have a touchdown catch with Dylan Gabriel.
Okay.
I'm for real. I'm like 99% sure that's right. And maybe I think he only got like 2 or 3 for the year, and they all came with Shador.
Tennessee.
He may have had one breakout game, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that.
I mean, he honestly hasn't played that great. He just made some big catches. Other than that Tennessee game, 114. You're right. But Njoku's still there.
Njoku ain't did shit.
But you do believe him to be good, right? Or no?
Njoku hasn't done shit with Dylan or your boy. And that is coaching. Which brings me to Kevin Stefanski. Do you believe that the card fell out of Shador's thing or that he gave him the wrong one? Because there's been 2 things that have been reported. The resident Splashcast Cleveland Browner fan. I don't know if Browner is the correct thing. Cleveland Brown fan says, Tremaine says that it was actually confirmed that Kevin Stefanski gave him the wrong wristband with all the plays, which I don't believe that. I don't know why you would have 2 separate wristbands. So that doesn't make sense to me.
Nope. Just fire him. Fire him.
Why won't they? Well,
No.
Wait till the end
this
of the
is
year.
my thing. Fire him. Who do you think is going to coach this team to be any better next year?
Oh, somebody. Kevin Stefanski has made terrible play calls. Terrible. He ran a double reverse on the game tying 2.
When was the last time the Cleveland Browns had a good coach?
I don't know. But they can get somebody better than Stefanski. Stefanski seems like he's actively trying to lose. Last week was an active loss. That going for 2 with a double reverse from Quinshon Judkins is that's active to me, is actively trying to
You
lose.
want Freddie Kitchens back?
He was interim? Oh, he's got to be interim.
No, he coached the team 2019.
To what?
6-10.
For 1 year? That's interim. He wasn't the coach.
You want Hugh Jackson back? 3-36. And now I'm coaching in.
They fucked you over. Hugh Jackson, they fucked you over. You remember that was the Sashi Brown years, wasn't it?
Correct. Sashi got that low.
Yeah. Shout out to you, ownership. They sabotaged that whole thing right there.
But also Hugh Brown went to Grambling and got fired, bro. He is now coaching in the Mayan Bowl. I saw that today.
Yeah. I mean, you went to Grambling, but that you can't compare those. That's 2 different things. He was trying to get Grambling to spend money.
You want Mike Petty in back? 10-22?
All this tells me is that you are terrible at picking coaches. That don't change the fact that Stefanski needs to be fired.
Correct. But what I'm saying is, when was the last time they had a...
Who are you going to get better than Raheem? Right? It's the same thing for the Falcons. We had Raheem. We had
No. Okay, let me explain Let me explain to why I think that these things are different. I believe that if a coach comes in to the Atlanta Falcons, you can coach his team to winning the NFC South. I don't think that any coach can come in and fix this Brown situation. And all of this quarterback talk is for nothing. Deshaun Watson will be back next year. Right.
But that was never the conversation. The conversation was, first off, you said that Shador, you kept saying, you said it like 5 times on Sunday. You said it like, are we sure that Shador is not better than
skeptical.
Better than Dylan?
And I think that
I'm saying yes, he's better than Dylan Gabriel. And then that leads to the bigger conversation of why was Dylan Gabriel drafted before Shador, which then leads to the other conversation of how terrible of a coach is Stefanski to keep making these decisions and mistakes over and over and over again.
I think that Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders are, while they do different things, you're going to get the same result. I think that
has to do with Dylan Gabriel. I don't think that has to do with Shador. I think Stefanski is a terrible coach. I think
I'm saying is, I think that if you put Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders on any team, you're gonna get about the same result. You put those 2 guys and say, "Hey, you play with this team, you play with this team." You don't get the same thing.
I disagree. 100%. I disagree. Dylan Gabriel doesn't have the arm strength or
right.
So
you throw the ball. You make your offense different around a guy. Okay, you don't throw the ball down the field. Okay, well, I'm going to throw short routes.
That hamstrings you.
Okay, so you have the guy who throws the ball down the field. He throws it better down the ball. He throws the ball down the field better. But you're also probably going to have to deal with some interceptions and some sacks.
Dylan Gabriel had the same thing, but he just couldn't throw the ball down the field. Okay, he had interceptions and sacks too.
Well,
so that's my point. Like, if you're gonna have interceptions and sacks, I'd rather have the guy that can throw the ball down the field versus the guy that can't.
Okay. I mean, I think that both of these guys will end up playing somewhere else, and we'll get another chance to see. But I think that all of the quarterbacks.
I don't think Dylan Gabriel starts anywhere else in the NFL. I think Shedeur will probably go to not Oakland. He's gonna go to another dumpster fire and start again. I don't think Dylan Gabriel starts in any other scenario. I don't think Dylan Gabriel starts.
I think that
any other scenario in the league.
I don't think that, honestly, I don't think that either one of these guys should be starting. I don't think they're starting quarterbacks.
I think Shedeur is probably more.
You think
quarterback in the league than Dylan Gabriel?
Do you think that Shedeur Sanders is a starting quarterback on a legitimate team?
What is a legitimate team? I think he starts with. No, I don't think either one is on a legitimate team. Not right now. I think the Shedeur has flashed more ability to be a starting quarterback in the NFL than Dylan Gabriel has. For sure.
I think both are backups.
Okay. If you look at, let me look at this real quick before I say that, because I be speaking out of emotion sometimes. I don't really have much to back up on this, but I want to make sure before I do these stats.
I think that both guys are backup quarterbacks. I think that Tyler Shuck on a legitimate team is a backup. I think that
then none of this matters then, because you just said Tyler Shuck was pretty good like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so pretty good in managing the Saints. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he's pretty good in the NFL. Oh, wait. Let me clarify that for anybody who thought that that's what I meant. I think that he's doing a pretty good job in New Orleans. Do I think that he is a legitimate starting quarterback for a team? No. Hell no.
So what's the line? Who's a starting quarterback now that is not a legitimate starting quarterback? What's the line?
Hold on. I can tell you.
Because you knew that's where I was going with Tyler Shuck. You knew that's where I was going.
No. He's just managing the Saints. Not like, he's not like on a team and like, oh, yeah, this guy is legitimate.
That's why I keep asking legitimate. Because you throw words in there, and then when I come up there and say, well, you said Tyler Shuck, and you're like, well, that's not what I meant with legitimate.
I think that Tua
is the line. Well,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he's about the line. You worse than Tua?
That's a hot. That's pretty.
Name
high
the guys
bar,
who. No. Name the guys worse than Tua. I mean, at this point, Drake May, we can't put him worse. Not Josh Allen. Tua, the Jets. Yeah, whatever. They worse than Tua. Aaron Rodgers is better than Tua. Lamar Jackson better than Tua. Joe Burrow's better than Tua. Cleveland Browns quarterback worse than Tua. Or Trevor Lawrence, honestly. It's probably Trevor Lawrence.
Tua in 2023 for 4,700 yards, 4,600 yards. Tua can't stay healthy.
But
healthy
okay,
Tua is 4,600 yards. Hurt Tua is 3,500 yards. 25 and 8. 29
so the answer
14, 19
is
and 7.
The middest quarterback is probably Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence? Let's see what his stats are.
I don't know if there's name a starting quarterback worse than Trevor Lawrence. Don't look at it. Yes, that you respect.
That you respect. Okay, so I mean, what does that mean? Like, because you keep.
Okay, so let me clarify. So, like, I don't want to just go off of stats alone because
That's
stats
what
can
you normally go
sometimes
to,
be
though.
missed.
That's why I
But
do it. That's where you go.
but what I'm
You
saying
actually just
is,
looked at the stats.
I know, but at the same time, like we know Trevor Lawrence is a scam.
2023 threw for 4,000 yards. 2022 he threw for 4,000 yards. 2021, his rookie year, he threw for 3,600. He got hurt 2024, threw for 2,000 yards. Right now, he's at 3,200, which means he's probably going to get to about 3,800 yards.
That's the reason I don't like to use stats because it is eye test. You know he sucks, right?
Yeah.
So eye test wise, who's the starting quarterback that you think is worse than him? I think that Kyler's better than. I'd rather have Kyler than him.
It's hard to say when you're talking about eye test because it also depends on the offense. Like,
I agree, and let me be very clear. This is super subjective, but we're trying to figure it out. But
I don't think Daniel is. Where do you think Daniel Jones is? Where do you outside of having the two best receivers over the last 2 years? Where do you put old boy from Seattle / Minnesota? Where do you put him?
Those are rehab projects that in the process of rehabbing, they're very, very poor identities.
So do you think they're better than Trevor Lawrence or no?
I would rather have healthy. I 100% would rather have a healthy Sam Darnold than Trevor Lawrence. Daniel Jones was getting through. He would need one more season with me before I would be sure about that.
You think terribly of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. I think I made that pretty clear. There's never been a point where
for somebody that says they're not prisoner of the moment, Sam Darnold has had 2 good years. One with Justin Jefferson, and then one with Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yes, but this is in 2 different places. And I'm also admitting that getting out of that one singular hellhole, I think I misjudged him. I think I was too harsh. Now, if Trevor Lawrence was to go 2 places and be good in 2 different places, I'm willing to say with more information. I used to call Sam Darnold Scam Darnold. Now he's no
longer a scam.
No. I think that Seattle's very happy with their quarterback position, and I think that they think that he's their long-term game. Like he's their long-term.
Didn't they sign him to like a 2-year deal?
Yeah. That was always even I said that. I said in Minnesota, you sign him to a 2-year deal. Again, you got to prove it twice. After the second prove it, then at that point, if he does it again, then we have a long time. But I think that Seattle is going to do their damnedest to keep him.
Yeah, they're not going to make the same mistake that
Minnesota made, right?
They're not going to do that.
If I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm not married to Trevor Lawrence after 2028 when I can get out.
So do you think Bo Nix is better than Trevor Lawrence?
It's a good one. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I do think that Mo Dix is in the right situation.
JJ McCarthy.
Hell no. He's a bum. JJ McCarthy. But I've always said that JJ McCarthy is terrible.
Bryce Young.
I would rather have Bryce Young than Trevor Lawrence.
Off the eye test?
Money.
No, you said eye test. That was the caveat of this.
So let me explain my position on why I would pick Bryce Young over. I think that Bryce Young has a bigger upside and he would be cheaper. I think that Trevor Lawrence might be better than him now, but Trevor Lawrence has been in the NFL for how many years?
The conversation was right now, how many quarterbacks do you think are worse than Trevor Lawrence?
Okay,
how many quarterbacks do you think that you respect Or worse
I think
than
that
Trevor
Bryce
Lawrence?
Young. I think that Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence are equal in my book.
I don't. But okay. Brock Purdy. That's 5. I'm going to 5 now. I keep going. I'm just going.
So you pick it, but you know what that is. That's
I'm going down. I'm literally going down the list. I'm just going down the division.
I would have never paid Brock Purdy.
It doesn't matter. The question was.
I think they're equal.
So everybody's equal. Nobody's worse than Trevor Lawrence. Everybody's equal.
I think that. I mean, yeah. I don't think that. I don't think that Trevor Lawrence is good.
Yeah, but the question was,
and I think that these other guys are equal to. Yeah, they're all at the bottom of. It's either this or we talking to backups. The next step is a backup.
CJ Stroud.
Oh, hell no. CJ Stroud not in the same conversation.
That's Trevor Lawrence? Why not?
CJ Stroud is legitimately good.
What? Why?
Because he is.
Remember, you said earlier this season, you said, hey, we need to look at CJ Stroud. Because in another conversation, we were talking about CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. And you said, hey, are we sure that CJ Stroud is better than Bryce Young?
Yeah.
Remember, we had that conversation earlier this season when he was struggling.
Okay, so I think that CJ Stroud is better than all of the other guys. I think he's better than Bryce. I think he's better than Trevor Lawrence. I think he's better than Brock Purdy. The thing about him is he's wide receivers always hurt, all of them. But if you put Brian Thomas Jr. on the Texans, they're fine.
They're fine, meaning they have a better record than the 10-4 Jaguars right now?
Yes.
And you don't think Trevor Lawrence with the Houston Texans defense would be
No.
Okay.
No. Throw in the
let's see. Justin Herbert. See, the thing is the Vegas Raiders don't have anybody. They don't have
I don't think that Geno
Jackson Dart. I wouldn't say that because Jackson Dart has had 5 concussions in 10 games. Shout out to you for the dude Dabo for getting your man just absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I mean that is playing in 10 games and being checked for a concussion 5 times is not a good.
With 3 positives.
Yo,
it's not like check for you've been okay. No,
but the thing is, you ain't Tua. So all right. So hold on. The other part about this is, speaking of people, Bo Nix currently has the longest winning streak in the NFL, and it's 11 fucking games in a row. Congratulations. Now, do I think that some of this is being propped up on being Sean Payton being their head coach? Absolutely. But I can't hate. 11 games is a lot of games to win in a row. They beat the Packers, who are a good team, with Jordan Love. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say nothing about this game because he was 23 of 34 for 302 yards and 4 touchdowns, which is different from the past where he'd be like 21 of 32 for 195 yards. No, he was throwing the ball down the field. Now, part of this is Michael Parsons tore his ACL.
The Packers defense still a good defense.
Yeah, but Michael Parsons is a different person. Michael Parsons, I saw they lined him up at nose tackle. I saw him. I saw them do that, and he stopped the 4th down run. Then the next drive, he tore his ACL, and Bo Nix was like, "Oh, I got time in the pocket.
Yeah,
let me throw it to Cortland Sutton."
You're right. Things have changed around here. We've reassessed. Lions lose to the Rams. This is everything that you asked for. I think the Lions are still a pretty good team. I think that the thing that they lost is losing the entire coaching staff matters. And
I told y'all they weren't gonna make the playoffs this year when I said they weren't.
And I think that they're a good
normally
team.
I don't rehash that, but y'all called me a whole lot of disrespectful shit in the comments. So now I'm gonna tell y'all every time they don't make the playoffs that they're not making the playoffs because I told y'all that.
I think that they're a good team, but you can't lose the whole coaching staff. That is debilitating.
It makes sense what you're saying, right? I'm not gonna call you stupid for that, but hey, Y'all call me dumb. So now,
the Eagles beat the ever-loving shit out of the Raiders. They beat them faster than any team has ever beat a team in the history of the NFL. They beat them up and down the field. And this was all like, this is, I hate to bring it back to Shador, but this is my thing. This Raiders team is so terrible that you can't take anything from this game and be like, you know what? We did X. No, this team is fucking terrible.
Y'all. The Raiders averaged 3.5 yards per rush. 13 rushes for 46 yards. The Raiders averaged 2.6 yards per pass.
Correct.
I'm sorry, per completion. He was Kenny Pickett was 15 of 25 for 64 yards. This win for the Eagles means absolutely nothing.
Nothing. But that was the same thing I was saying when it's like this. You can't get anything from beating the Raiders and beating the Titans. They're god awful.
It's called confidence.
I mean, sure, but that's also false confidence too.
And then you get the Commanders with no Jaden Daniels.
Right.
Yeah. Twice.
Yes, but but this is the thing about it is this is the team that needed it. Because I think the Eagles are a good team. They just needed they needed a slump buster. We all kind of get in our shit sometimes and need some help.
3 of them.
And
three slump buster games out of 4 to end the season.
And so and I think it's well deserved. Sometimes the schedule kicks your ass, and sometimes the schedule says, hey man, I'm gonna do you a solid. And you're getting your solid. But what this says, Eagles, is when y'all get into the playoffs, there's no reason for you not to be ready. Y'all fought all season. Y'all got y'all slump busters, multiple slump busters.
They gonna play the Rams in the playoffs. And they're going to play the Rams, and Puka and Devontae going to be hurt because they hurt their ankle, knee, and hamstring.
That would be a blessing. I still don't want to deal with Brokeback Stafford, but it is what it is. Vikings find a way to beat the Cowboys.
Find a way. They beat
Cowboys got to do some soul searching, but also I'm not buying into JJ McCarthy. If you buy into it's JJ just throwing to the best complement of receivers in the NFL.
No, he's not. Justin Jefferson had 2 catches. He ain't throwing to him.
No, but he's one of the best decoys. You got Jordan Addison and Naylor.
Catches. Naylor had 3 catches. 2 catches, 3 catches, 2 catches. 2 catches, 3 catches, 2 catches. He's playing Michigan football. He's throwing to TJ Hawkinson.
But that's the thing. If you got that Jefferson, Addison, Naylor, Hawkinson.
They rushed for 77 yards. Did they have any turnovers? The defense must have had turnovers. No, shout out to Flores. Y'all better get that man a job, dog. He just out, man. Brian Flores, CeeDee Lamb went crazy, and George Pickens was nowhere to be found. They just decided, okay, CeeDee Lamb going crazy from the slot, but y'all not going to do nothing else. I remember watching this game. Yeah, it's just tight. It's tight. It's
Cowboys,
tight.
Cowboys got
294 yards and no touchdowns. That 20-20 football is cool. But can you get in the end zone?
Boy, I'm a Falcons fan. I know all too much about it. But Dak is good, yo. And I hate people, they talk so poorly about Dak.
No, it's not that Dak ain't good. It's the same argument that you just made with money. It's that Dak is getting paid $60-something million.
Well, there's a difference. The reason that Dak is getting that money is because Jerry didn't want to pay him. Trevor Lawrence got that money on
nothing. That's still the fact that he's.
I 100% disagree. Dak would have taken that money early had y'all offered it. You didn't offer the money until you were over a barrel. Trevor Lawrence got that money on day one, and you knew you shouldn't have done that. Dak earned for 2 years. He was like, "Oh, you're not gonna pay me what I'm worth. Cool, Jerry. I'm gonna get it on the back end. It's a big difference. Had they paid Dak a commiserate amount of money to start out with, you would have never had this problem. But Jerry said, "Oh, well, I waited too long, and I think he probably hit me too hard."
That don't change the fact. It don't. How you got paid don't change the fact that you get paid an exorbitant amount of money.
I disagree there,
and you haven't won.
Because the reason that I say that is in the years that he took shorts,
they didn't win.
Right,
and I also paid you when you broke your ankle and you sat out for the year.
Well, no, because you didn't have another. If you had another opportunity or another person to pay, you would have. You were already stuck. You didn't pay me because you wanted to. You paid me because you had to.
Yeah,
Jerry Jones has mismanaged Dak, and that's cost him money. That's a Jerry problem.
I'm not arguing that point. I agree with you.
Jacksonville opened up the checkbook on day one and paid Trevor Lawrence.
The same lens that you look at Trevor Lawrence and saying that you would rather.
I would have never
feel like he's not better than this ex quarterback because he's getting paid an exorbitant amount of money, even though he's playing well. Can be the same thing. Said how Dak got paid don't change the fact that he's getting paid $60 million.
I disagree there.
Okay. Well. All right. Shout out. Hey, go back to Old Man Rivers. We didn't talk about Old Man Rivers. Right. Shout out to Indianapolis Colts. You tricked it off. Defense, you tricked off one of the best stories in the NFL. Old Man Rivers was coming back to play for health insurance. He probably would have played for free. As long as he paid my premium, I'm good to go. And then y'all decided to give up and led the game-winning drive, or should have been, for the field goal. Yeah, Reed Shepard going crazy. And
I'm glad you see it.
Yeah, I got. Oh, you ain't seen the new setup. I'll show you in a little bit after this podcast over. I got a whole. But y'all messed up your man's.
Yeah,
coming back after 5 years and 12,000 children, and then y'all decided the defense, which is supposed to be the strength of this team, allows for the Seattle Seahawks to go down and kick a field goal.
Hey man,
do we believe that Seattle is as good as they say they are? As most people believe they are?
No,
because they just played Indianapolis with a quarterback off the couch.
I think that they're okay. I think that they're I don't think that they're a Super Bowl contender. I just think that they're better.
Oh, you don't?
Nah,
not with Sam.
No. See, that's an overreaction, and that's just you being petty, really. I think that more teams need to be trying to get to this level of good before you do anything else. People be so worried about trying to be the best, bro. You need to figure out how to just be a good team consistently.
I mean, they're tied with the Rams right now with the division, and they are.
I think the Rams are a better team.
There's no way Philly is only 9-5. There's no way.
Yeah, it is. What are you talking about? Look at their schedule. It kept losing.
Yeah, so the Rams and Seattle are tied for first in the NFC
West.
NFC.
Yes. Oh,
NFC.
Correct. Yes.
And you said that they're not Super Bowl contenders.
No.
Oh.
Just because you're tied with somebody doesn't. I mean, sure, they have a puncher's chance in a wide open NFC, but I don't look at that team and say, "Oh, that team is a team that I think will be playing in the Super Bowl." I think the Rams are a better team.
Who is a team? And name three teams.
Wait, let's continue to make it through this. We gotta make it through the rest of these. This is a good game.
Talk about Trevor Lawrence.
It's a good game. I'm disappointed. I wanted to see Philip Rivers win that game as an.
I did too. I wanted because I was like, ooh, that's gonna piss a lot of people off if that happens.
But I did like what he said after the game, and especially as a guy who's grandfather and a high school football coach, to go out there and play.
Grandfather,
right. It was excellent.
And Jaguars, no, Patrick Willis, you should not come back and try to play middle linebacker after say 6 years. No, you should do it.
Try it. Do what you want to. Are you for the 49ers? Where's Fred Warner gonna be?
Ankle broke. Whatever, anywhere.
Oh, you thought Patrick? Oh, you think well, you know what? I don't know what Patrick Willis does, and he might be one of them people who work out every day. And
Aaron Donald.
Yeah. So I'm not
Bobby Wagner still playing?
Right. Jets are terrible. It's over. I don't know what to say about
unless
that
they
team.
play the Falcons and they kick game-winning field goals. Fuck Raheem. That's what this win means for Jaguars. Beating the Jets means fire Raheem.
Man, Reggie's just named the episode. Fire Raheem. Jaguars are a scam. Put your money on them to win a Super Bowl and blow all your money.
Low key, the AFC South is actually the best division in football.
Boy, this is the team to watch.
Scary. Texans are scary.
Man, they're getting healthier by the day. They're getting more and more confident by the day, and nobody's paying attention to them because they started out slow. That ain't what you want.
No, they're paying attention to them now. They are now. I think they got an all-pro at every defensive level. No, they don't have an all-pro linebacker, but they have an all-pro everything else.
Yeah, for sure. Crushed them. This is a good team. Good luck and Godspeed to anybody who has to deal with them for the foreseeable future. It will not be fun, and Will Anderson is a monster. CJ Stroud's getting his confidence back, and y'all have to pay for it, and they're going to want it back in blood. Chiefs have been eliminated from the playoffs. Chargers win without
before.
Yeah. Mighty Joe Alt. Justin Herbert finds a way to get it done with a broke wrist. Yeah, I 100% agree. The Chiefs are already beat before. This is just kind of a
no. Oh, first off, I don't care about this game. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. So that is the conversation. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, and I'm going to let you know, I've already floated this conspiracy theory with y'all. Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL. He's out until at least next year, November, right? So you might as well just say he's out for the whole year. Why not tank? At this point, you probably have to trade somebody. Chris Jones.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Somebody. So you got to trade somebody. Travis Kelce's going to retire. You're going to have some money on the books, and you're going to have some draft picks.
Hey, all the receivers, y'all all try out 2 years from now.
No, you don't. Fuck all y'all can go. Let me tell y'all who comes out after next year. After this draft in 2026 is the 2027 draft. So if Patrick Mahomes sits out 2026, 2027, Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State comes out. Ryan Williams from Alabama comes out. And whoever else is here comes out. And they're going to have the draft picks.
But you know what the answer is? If you want to keep your team winning?
No, there is no winning. He's out next year. Tank.
I mean, okay.
Tank.
My answer is
go get George Pickens. Pair him with somebody. Patrick Mahomes is one thing you can do is throw it deep. Pause if necessary.
Definitely necessary. Most necessary.
And then, of course, the Dan Quinn Bowl. Ooh, Joker with the game winner. Nope. Shout out to Houston.
Congratulations to the Commanders. You beat the Giants. Your season has basically de facto been over for weeks. Dan Quinn got your quarterback, Jaden Daniels, rehurt. Now you're in the Falcons part where you're like, oh, he does suck.
Y'all should listen to Falcons fans when you hire their former coaches. We're telling y'all they're terrible. We're telling you they're terrible.
Y'all got Arthur Smith. How's that working out for you? You got Dan Quinn. How's that working out for you? Maybe you don't listen to us. Because one thing that we like is company. And we are misery. And somebody going to go out and say, you know what? I really like Raheem. It's going to hurt.
Associate head coach.
You're going to do it.
Cool.
You're going to do it.
Why did you call timeout there? It didn't make any sense.
Timeout. I mean, it felt like the right thing to do.
But I think that's it.
That is it. That is.
Oh, we did. Did we say Bills, Patriots? Bills, Patriots beat the Bills.
Yes. And broke the tie for the longest running streak. Pats actually played good. Drake May, pretty impressive. I'm trying to pace myself on the Drake May hype.
I think I asked this question to a bunch of the group. Is Drake May Tom Brady or is Drake May Drew Bledsoe?
Oh,
I think Drake May is Drew Bledsoe. I think Drake
That's
May
a
is
compliment.
I think Drake May is going to be the quarterback until they luck up and get like the greatest quarterback of all time.
But Drew Bledsoe's good.
He was good. Then he got knocked out, and then Tom Brady never gave the job back.
Right. But I mean, if Drake May can beat Drew Bledsoe, I think that's a positive for his career.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's going to win the division here. I'm pretty sure he's going to beat Drew Bledsoe of the Patriots. I'm pretty sure that's about to happen.
I was skeptical on him because of Daniel Jones, and then Daniel Jones left, and then he was good. So at this point, I'm open to all new information. I'm retracting all things from anybody who plays quarterback in New York until you go somewhere else. Because clearly, if you go to New York, it is either a hazard for your brain or it's a hazard for your career.
Tight on Daniel Jones, his career might be over. I mean, Achilles. This was his contract year.
So you got to think about the fact that he probably in the bed.
It's. I mean,
wait. Think about this. The Achilles is on the right leg. The left leg was broke too.
Yeah.
So you just in the bed, legs broke up. You double booting it.
Mm-hmm. Boot on one, cast on another.
Boot cast combo is great.
With your whole career. I mean, would you sign Daniel Jones?
Bro, I can't.
No. You were skeptical on Daniel Jones before he got hurt.
You talking about career. I'm talking about doing regular human things.
Oh, no. I'm a millionaire. I can have regular humans do that for regular me. For me, I'm not regular.
Not when I got to get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom.
Yes, you can. It's called in-home care. Yes, you can.
But it's like, bro, all right, well, it's 3:00 in the morning. My left leg broke and my right Achilles is broke.
Bring the bedpan.
You just laid up in the bed, tooting it up.
Yes, and Indianapolis Colts new people, y'all better pay for that shit too. I'm not paying for that.
Football is one thing, but bro, to have two broke legs is crazy. You might not need to play no more football, fam. I hate to tell you.
Metro Atlanta School Creekside was our rival at Westlake, but they have won the 4A state championship.
Man, fuck Creekside, man.
15-0. They beat Benedictine 42-39 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Wow.
But I'm double broke leg.
Yeah.
Think about what
anchor, yay. Boy, he's everywhere.
Everywhere. But double broke leg, my left tibia, fibula, whatever that's broke, and then my Achilles, you wheelchair bound. That's the reason Andrew Luck left.
I leave too. Shout out to you in Indianapolis, just ruining bodies and careers.
Lacerated kidney, double
lacerated
broke
kidney, Peyton Manning whole vertebrae fell out his neck.
Oh, Daniel I can't feel my fingertips.
Austin Kali, you remember Austin Kali? He had to retire. He was getting so many concussions. He had more concussions than Jackson Dart.
Hey,
shout out to you in Indianapolis.
Y'all, hell, boy, God. Double broke leg. Hey, man, thoughts and prayers, fam. That ain't funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of episode 211 of the Splashcast. I'm dropping my hat. 211 of the Splashcast Monday Night Raw. Nord, if we ain't forget anything, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, thank you guys for rocking with us. Always remember, like, follow, subscribe. It's been a fantastic Monday. Number one, more Black baseball. Number 2, insert your funny story here, your business, any of those. Number 3, the historically Black college university your cousin went to, your auntie, your uncle, any of those people you went to. Send some money there. The historically Black college university in your neighborhood, the one you go to for homecoming, step shows, all of the above. Send some money over there. And the greatest learning institution in all the world, the Hampton University. Please send some money there on behalf of me and Reggie. We only asking for $18.68. And I cannot believe we forgot this. Shout out to new Hampton Pirates football coach Van Malone, who left Kansas State as their associate head coach and will now be the head coach of the Hampton Football Pirates. Congratulations. This is it's a pretty interesting hire because of the pedigree that he comes with. It's going to be exciting to see what he does.
Very interesting hire. I hope. I would like to. I wonder what his philosophy will be coming in because he's definitely from the Big 12. He came from Kansas State. I don't. Is he an HBCU grad?
I have not been able to figure out how that has happened. I ain't got that far yet. Played football at Texas. Born in Houston.
HBCUs is going to be
Lions, Cardinals, Waltrip, Conroe, North Dakota State. He played a wide receiver coach. He coached with the Lions as a fellow, cornerback and special teams with Western Michigan, North Texas, Texas A&M. He's been an assistant everywhere. This is kind of, I don't know how he got to Hampton or how Hampton got to him. Surely,
Yep. But other than that, Norwood, take us out.
Adios, mi amigos. God is love. Until we meet again, y'all be safe. Please remember, always go back and listen to Mike Check. Please go back and listen to Saturday Morning Live, where I think I picked every game right except for maybe 2. Outside of that, y'all be safe. We out of here.